I'm over seeing all this goddamn clickbait for this lovely skin right here. All of these guys going, yes, you can obtain it for free, but what you gotta do is you gotta purchase the phone and then return it. How many of you are gonna have between $700 and $1,600 goddamn dollars to waste on a phone? I can't say much because, well, yeah. But, nonetheless, the best way and the free way to be obtaining this skin is to be going into a retail store. Go to a place that is dreary, dead, you know nobody's gonna go there, and just speak to the clerk, the guy who's standing there walking around. Don't tell him you're trying to do it to obtain the Galaxy skin, but what you want to do is you want to go along and tell him you want to test the phone. You want to be able to get a feel of doing what you... And then the moment he goes to go walk away, what you want to be doing is you want to deactivate retail mode. What you do is you swipe down the notifications bar. You find what looks to be retail mode. You swipe that across. You hold on it for 3 seconds and you swipe to the right. What you'll get is you'll get a little settings button pop up beside the retail mode. Click on that. Go along to it and deactivate the retail there. And if you know this store has bad internet, take your own phone, set up a tether, connect the Galaxy to your personal tether so that you don't have to be standing there for 20 minutes waiting for 1.8 gigs worth of Fortnite to download. As soon as it is done, go into the game, go into Fortnite. Can make sure that you don't create a new account, because if you create a new account you will not get to keep all of your original skins. You'll have to wait for the trading system to go live and you'll have to trade it to yourself like that. Connect your Xbox, PC, PlayStation 4 account to the phone. Run 3 rounds. That's all you've got to do. But just to be careful, try to run at least 5 of them, because what you want to be doing is you want to go landing somewhere highly populated. Go to a battle pass area. Try to rip yourself a couple of kills, but be stupid about it. Don't build, don't go being a pro about it all. Just thrash yourself against a wall. Try to get those kills, and if you manage to get a kill, well, good snap. But the moment you die, hit the lobby, reset up again, and get your rounds done as quickly as possible before that store clerk comes back. Because the moment he comes along and realizes what you're doing, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna know exactly what you're there for. And the moment he sees Fortnite on that screen, he's more than likely gonna tell you to please leave. Because you're trying to get yourself a $1,600 skin, or $700 depending on where you are. And he ain't gonna be happy about you trying to rip them off. Squint. Because, come on. That's their main marketing tool for the Note 9 and the Tab at the moment. Buy this, get yourself this beautiful exclusive skin that can only be obtained from having this device and will never, and when I say this, I mean never, will appear in our Fortnite stores. It will not pop up in the item store, as much as everybody would like to say that it is going to be there. They ain't gonna do it. I don't see Samsung turning around and going, you guys know what? We've sold so many of these now that, what, we're just gonna turn around and allow people to get it for 20 bucks? I think not. It's not plausible. But the way you can obtain this skin for completely free is to be the first person in your region, in your area, to go to the retail store. Convince the store clerk that you're not there to use the phone for Fortnite, but to convince him you want to test and check all of the specs on this phone. And the moment he turns his back, you're deactivating retail mode. You're either A, connecting your own personal Wi-Fi to the phone, or B, using theirs, downloading 1.8 gigs worth of Fortnite, and then going hard, knocking your 3 rounds as quickly as possible as you can, because I do say this again, the moment he realizes is the moment he is kicking your ass out of that store, because he's not going to be nice and just be like, oh yeah, let's boogie it, because he just won't let that happen. Not unless you got a good guy who's just like, I actually personally want to see what this is capable on these phones. Not if he knows what it's capable. And here's just something to preempt before you even go in. Create yourself a Samsung account, because you must go into the Samsung app to install this. So what you want to do is you want to create a Samsung account beforehand, so that you don't have to create one while you're in store. That will take up an additional 5 minutes, giving the clerk long enough to see you sitting there typing away like, what are you up to? So make sure you preempt this stuff, guys. Make sure you've got a Samsung account. You've got to sit there and you've got to create that as well. That is an additional set of time that might screw you out of getting your skin. But an hour and think, yeah, nah, I'll just do this another day. We'll be fine. Because it won't be fine. Just don't do it. One skin, one device. And you will know within 16 hours, because when I got my phone, I went along and got it. That's about the time frame it took for it to turn up in my account. And you know somebody has already bet you to it. And there's nothing worse than somebody already getting there and you're sitting there hyping over wanting to get this skin, and it just doesn't appear. If it is definitely not there within 14 hours, then that's that. 14 hours. 48 hours, if it is definitely not in there by that time, you know somebody has bet you to that skin and you must try somewhere else. But here's a little thing you could also do, but it's a little harsh to anybody else who's, well, going to attempt this. The Note 9 and the Note 9 Plus are both capable of giving you this skin. So you could either A, try your luck on a 50-50 chance, because most stores will have both of these in stock, or you can attempt to get yourself onto both of them and do it on both of these phones to give you twice as much chance to get your hands on the skin. And that is the free way to obtain the Galaxy skin. Don't go listening to all of this other clickbait about you can obtain it by having this code, or subscribe to me and get all of these likes up and all of this, and we will give you a code to obtain this skin, or I will give me your Epic account information and all of this. Connect it to my phone and I will give you, and you will get the skin as well, because it's just not gonna happen. One skin, one device. Never ever, in the full of everness, give anybody your Epic account and password, because all that's gonna involve later on, all that it's going to do in the later on time is, as soon as gifting is gone, you will lose all of your skins. You will lose everything, and nobody wants to lose that. Like, come on, we've all worked hard on obtaining our stuff here, and nobody wants to be scanned out of their goodness. Like, I would lose my shit if I made that mistake, gave somebody my Epic account thinking, yeah, this guy's gonna connect it to his phone, I'm gonna get my hands on this skin, to find out that the moment the gifting system is live, you have lost everything. Just, come on kids, do not ever give out your personal information, your personal details, and especially never your Epic account. Just something to make sure you guys do really know, okay? But I will say this for one and final time. The way to obtain the Galaxy skin for free is to get yourself a Samsung account before you even decide to go into your retail store. Go to a retail store that you know has the Note 9 and the Note 9 Plus and the Tab, if you want to be that way inclined and increase your chances. Connect your account No, sorry. Convince the store clerk that you're there to try and test this phone, to take it to its full capabilities, and so that you can get a real feel of it, because nobody's going to want to spend that sort of money on a phone that they are not 100% sure that they want to buy. You could even be really smart about it and ask the clerk who's standing beside you watching you deal with this phone that you would like a printout of all of the specs and what the phone is capable of. He will have to walk away and go to the desk at this point of time, and he will go and print off all of this. This will give you long enough to disactivate the retail mode and start the download for Fortnite. Within that time of him walking to the desk and you starting the download, make sure you go and drop the screen, because that way he can't see that you are downloading Fortnite, and you can sit there and act like you are just scrolling through the phone, checking out the settings, all of its information, and all of that lovely stuff, because he's going to come back, he's going to give you that piece of paper, he's going to see that you're just investigating the phone, checking out all of its specs and all of this, playing around with the camera even, and just sitting there like you're actively dodging him so he can't see what you're looking at while you're using the camera. But giving you the time to drop it. Do know this though, desactivating the retail mode will give you 1 hour. The moment that hour is up, retail mode will automatically activate itself and put it into a reset mode, meaning that Fortnite will technically be removed from the phone. Even though if you're still in it and you're still playing on it, it will kick you out of Fortnite and it will not allow you to load in. What it does is it gives it kind of a little soft reset, clearing anything that somebody has done on it. And after you've installed it and you've got everything up and running, make sure that you've connected your PlayStation account, your Xbox account, your PC, or even if you use your Epic account directly, make sure that you've connected that. Because if you go and create a new account, you are going to be looking at a new account. You will not get to keep your skins that you've currently got, and you will just have to be starting all over again with this lovely piece of skin. But a lot of us wouldn't really mind that, would we? The fact of being able to have the Galaxy skin, and the fact that the trading system is so close now that you wouldn't really mind. You'd just trade the skin over to yourself, wouldn't you? I know I would if I'd made that mistake. It just means that you'd be waiting a little bit longer before you got to actually personally use the Galaxy skin in play. But that is your way to obtain the Galaxy skin for free. That's not clickbait. I'm not jumping around the bush or anything about it. That is your one and only way to obtain it for free. Don't believe those guys who are after your Epic account and say that they can do it by putting it onto their phone, just by resetting their phone. That won't work. The pre-order codes, nobody's going to give you their pre-order code for the Galaxy skin, because that is also 15,000 V-Bucks and the Galaxy skin. So don't believe those free codes or sites that say this is a Galaxy skin code, because they'll more than likely ask you for your personal information, and the moment you do that, you're gonna have a hacker sitting there like, yeah, I'm stealing everything. And nobody wants to have their stuff hacked and stolen, or to have Epic turn around and be like, hey, guess what? Ban hammer, bitch. Because that's just, no, none of us want to meet the ban hammer. Especially not for a couple of days or a perma-ban. Because, oh hell no, I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't able to access Fortnite for a couple of days. I think I would lose my brain just a little bit. But, just to recap it all, make sure you have a Samsung account beforehand. You're downloading this through the Galaxy app itself. You're trying to convince the store clerk that you're only there to test the phone, to push it to its full capabilities, The moment it is installed, you connect your PlayStation, your Xbox, your PC, or your Epic account. You run those 3 rounds as quickly as you possibly can. And the moment you're done with all of that, make sure that you remove your account, because you don't want somebody going along and jacking your stuff like that. The gifting system could go live before the retail lock kicks back into play again, and well, that's just completely unfortunate because they could send everything you have. And if you do have the 2 security locks set, make sure you have the device ready and waiting when you go and sign in, so that you can get that security code as quickly as you possibly can. Because any additional time spent dilly-dallying around with getting this done, you are going to lose out. Because the moment that store clerk realizes what's going on, he is more than likely, I'm gonna say 8 out of 10, going to kick you out of the store, and you'll be known to pretty much the rest of the stores around, because they will talk. They will inform the other stores that there is a kid that looks like this, freaking yay high, blonde hair, dressed all swaggish, trying to obtain this galaxy skin, and they will warn them. But what I do personally say is go to a store that you know not very many people are going to attempt, because the higher the risk, the more likely you are going to obtain this skin, because people aren't going to attempt to do it. They're just going to freak out and dodge all possible chance, because nobody wants to be caught in a store and be known as that guy who was there trying to obtain a free skin for a game. And it's just, you don't want that bad rep. You don't want to be known as that sort of guy, do you? Because I know I personally wouldn't. But that's how it's done, guys. This has been DeAThUnTeR21, doing the good and just getting rid of all of this goddamn clickbait that is floating around. But guys, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button. There is going to be a video about the cube and my personal thoughts on where the rune locations are going to be, because I preempted the second rune location up beside Shifty Shafts there, just from the point that it was going at. But that's for a different video. It's DeAThUnTeR21 saying, stay safe and don't get caught obtaining the skin. You don't want to be that guy. Peace out, guys, and have some fun.